Hey everyone, Token Dave over here, the dorky token black guy that's just trying to get by, and welcome to another edition of the Token 10. My top 10 list on a particular subject matter, and this Token 10 is in conjunction with the Street Fighter flashback. In celebration of the 30-year anniversary of Street Fighter, I've taken it upon myself to share my memories of playing the game in the arcades or the console at that period of time, and as well as share my thoughts on other Street Fighter related media. So this Token 10 is a continuation from a previous video where I cited my top 10 themes and everything for the Street Fighter franchise. And my previous video I went with basically number 10 all the way up to number 6. So now I am giving you the top 5, the ones that made the final cut and everything. So just a reminder, number 1, this is my personal list. You guys will agree, you guys will disagree and everything. This is just my opinion. Number 1. Number 2, I actually made some parameters. If every character that I put, I'm only choosing one of their themes. For example, let's just say I pick Gen for some Gen, right? I would only use one theme from Gen's run in the entire franchise. Alright? There should be a third thing, basically, my opinion, the theme, and, well, that's all I can remember right off the top of my head. So, let's go in with number 5. The Spinning Bird, Chun-Li's theme from Street Fighter EX, or Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha. Okay, Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha is one of the most underrated Street Fighter games. And a thing that really, really puts it over the edge is the music in this. And, one theme, no, there's actually a couple of themes that really stand out and everything, but, basically, my top theme, when I first heard it, went nuts, was hearing Chun-Li's theme, the Spinning Bird. Holy crap, now, Chun-Li's themes, I'll be honest, I understood what they were going for in the World Warrior theme, but over time, some of her themes kind of got a little repetitive and stereotypical, This theme, along with her Third Strike theme, really upped the bar and everything, and really makes Chun-Li stand out a hell of a lot more than she already did. I mean, come on, this is the first lady of all fighting games. How much further are you going to make her stand out? By giving her a boss-ass theme like this. Chun-Li is actually one of the most powerful yet graceful characters in everything. She's the one person, well, not the one person, but one of the very few that really found that balance of a hard-hitting attacks, but mixing it with the beauty of her art and everything. And, as a wushu stylist and everything, well, last I checked she was a wushu. They probably changed that. They're frequently changing certain characters' martial arts styles and names and everything. Chun-Li's theme, the Spinning Bird, still finds that graceful balance, but it just side kicks you straight in the teeth right away with the intro theme to the Spinning Bird. Oh my god! And then with the guitar as well, and as well some of the the piano that's in. Excellent theme. To me, this theme itself solidifies Chun-Li on her own and everything. This is the definitive Chun-Li theme. Speaking about definitive themes, this goes into my number 4 spot. Funky Bay, Ken's theme in Street Fighter 3 Second Impact. I'm going to be very honest. Ken is one of those characters that really gets underserved in the whole franchise. Yes, he is one of the 2 characters that you just can't have a franchise without. But people have been very lazy with his theme. All I've pretty much heard throughout the whole franchise is either a recycled theme from his Street Fighter 2 theme. Pretty much, One of the few times it deviated was in Street Fighter EX. But the one theme that really, really basically solidified Ken is the Funky Bay theme. Here, this is where we get, amped up Ken and everything, but a fighter that is both flashy and, flashy, because Ken is flashy, but at the same time, more modernized, more in style, more hipper and everything. And Funky Bay theme really establishes that. One of the things that I loved about Street Fighter 3 Second Impact, I felt that more characters had their more individualized identity and everything, which is one of my issues with Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, but I'll get into that in a later day. Funky Bay, every time I hear this theme and everything, not only do I feel like I want to dance, but I also feel like I want to dance, kick ass, and as well, make sure I try to get with a girl and everything, especially a hot chick on my arm. But I don't see that happening and everything, since I'm attached right now and everything, and my girl is cute and everything, but that chicks and girl things is out the window right now. But needless to say and everything, you actually get the groove, the ferocity, the style, and basically the fun of Ken mixed in with the Funky Bay theme. Alright? Number 3. Now, my number 3 and my number 2 constantly go back and forth and everything. Because, these are my favorite themes from this particular game. Alright? These are always alternating all the time. Either, what's my favorite theme from the game or what's my second favorite theme from the game. But, my number 3 theme, is Beats in My Head, Elena's theme, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. I am not a big fan of Elena. I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of her character. I have respect for Capoeira, of the history of it and everything. I just feel like there have been better characters that pulled off Capoeira and everything. Particularly one character who I will talk about when I talk about a different fighting game franchise that doesn't get enough credit. But I have to admit, when I heard Beats in My Head, I'm like, oh, fuck yes. Now keep in mind, this is a time period where I really started disdaining hip-hop and rap beats, because I thought that they were not creative, and I thought with the trend of the late 90s of everything being hip-hop and rap being mainstream and losing its focus and feel and its authenticity, Beats in My Head really, really stood out to me because it made me really... I'm not a good dancer, and I get embarrassed when I try to dance, but Beats in My Head is basically one of those times where I was like, fuck it, I don't need drinks to go on a dance floor. I want to go up on a dance floor. But not only do I want to go up on a dance floor, I can actually go up in the ring and have the soul for getting down and everything in another way, if you know what I mean. And Beats in My Head really did that. Every time I hear this theme, I get pumped for anything. I could actually just be sitting at work and everything, just crunching some of my numbers. And if I ever hear someone mentions anything about Street Fighter related, Beats in My Head comes on, and I get So, Beats in My Head, and I gotta address something. What is up with some of these racist-ass comments that I see on YouTube every time Beats in My Head comes in? Seriously, some of y'all people got some real issues and everything, and, if you come out and say that you like hip-hop and rap, but you have all these racist comments about Elena's beat, yeah, you're a phony and everything. I'm just going to come out there and say it right now. So, which goes into number 2. Jazzy NYC 99. Alex's theme in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. One of the things I loved about the Street Fighter 3 series, you really felt like you were on the streets, alright? You felt that gritty feel of basically getting, like, you know, decked in the mouth or actually getting stomped on when, like, you know, when you hit the sidewalk or getting slammed up against, you know, a brick wall and everything. And nothing encompassed that while mixing, like, hip-hop themes and as well mixing jazz and R&B like Jazzy NYC 99 and everything. I think it's Jazzy 99 NYC. But anyway, you know, regardless, Alex's theme in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike is amazeballs and everything. This is what you would hear if, like, you know, they actually held, like, you know, what you would call them, like, when you were, like, you know, in high school or anything, and then people started beefing, and then there was a crowd around and everything, and those rare times, if someone wasn't getting jumped or anything, the rare time somebody wasn't getting jumped, you would have a whole circle and everything of people out there up on the street, and then you're seeing two people scrapping, or even at that, two people scrapping on a sidewalk or in the street. You have the whole neighborhood, like, coming out, either watching from their windows or their fire escapes and everything, or missing their bus or missing their train just to stop and see who comes out on top and everything. Alex's theme in Street Fighter 3 exemplifies that. Or, as well as basically his theme of in fighting on a subway platform. A lot of times you be scrapping on a subway platform and everything, and you could definitely hear this theme in the back of your head. Alright? So, I'm not going to do honorable mentions because it's going to take too long. I'm just going to go straight into number 1. The Road-Ryu's theme, Street Fighter Alpha 3. This was very difficult for me to distinguish because, you know, while I really, really love Kobu from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, I don't think it's, like, you know, I think it's a good theme, but I don't think it's really the best theme and everything. The Road for Ryu, Street Fighter's poster boy and everything, you know, this was the one that really, really basically, like, when I first heard this, I was like, you know what? That's the dragon right there, going on his mission all over the world and everything. And, like, basically, you know, going down, like, basically fighting anywhere. Either fighting on a road, either fighting in a street, fighting in an alleyway, fighting on, like, you know, a path, fighting in a cornfield. You could put this anywhere, and you definitely want to get down, like, you know, throwing some punches or, like, slamming somebody or elbows or anything, you know. Maybe some stomps and everything, and maybe some kicks. But, you know, the Rogue has you on that, basically, that excitement, that energy, that basically, like, knowing that there's a bigger world out there, and you want to perspire, and you want to elevate yourself. And as well, too, like, you know, get some good hits in while away, you know. So, you know, yes, it's very cliche. The lead character gets the best theme, but come on. The Road from Street Fighter Alpha 3, it's just amazeballs. So, those are my Token 10's themes for the Street Fighter franchise. Agree? Disagree? Drop me a comment below. Give me a like. Follow me on Facebook at Token Dave or Twitter at Token Dave 80. Subscribe and ring that bell so you know when a new video loads. But until then, it's been Token Dave, the dorky token black guy who's just trying to get by. I'll catch you guys later.